Hi, good evening, Gopal Krishnan. Good evening, Jyoti Lal. Thanks, Gopal Krishnan, for inviting Jyoti Lal, and thank you, Amir Rashid from Dubai. How are you all doing?
Good evening, sir. Fine, sir.
Good evening. Nice to see you. Today, I'm not going to switch on my camera. Number one, I'm not in my office right now, so that's the reason I'm not switching on my camera. And I had to go through some difficult situations yesterday, so I'll be talking about that later on when more of the other members walk in, and then I'll talk about that. Good. So today, as you know, today is the recharge. So you are absolutely free to ask me any questions. And as long as the members start joining in one by one, then they'll also start asking me questions. Now, we have made it very, what do you call, private. This program has become very private because earlier we used to give this to everyone, and even the public used to come in. There were hundreds of people used to come in. And that was a big challenge for our members because members never got the chance to ask questions. And it was in most of the cases, it was the external parties who even I don't know, excuse me, they used to ask questions. And so we said, no, this is not a good way. We need to give more importance to our members. And that's the reason we said, no, we don't publish the link in the public, whether it is on your WhatsApp group or Facebook group or other social media. However, you can bring your friends. You can invite your friends, your family members. They can come every week. There's no issues at all. Not to the public. I mean, Tom, Dick, and Harry, like I normally say. So welcome once again. Thank you very much, Jafar Ali, for joining from Saudi Arabia. And amazing, your videos on a daily basis is coming out. Great presentation, great quality. If Jyotilal does not have a video of Jafar Ali, Gopal, please, JK, please share our Jafar Ali's video with Jyotilal whenever time permits. You have seen his video, am I right? Yeah,
yes, I've seen the video, sir.
Yeah, so just share it. And when it comes to Jafar Ali, I'm going to introduce you. I know you're still in the car driving somewhere in Saudi Arabia. Jafar Ali is a driver. By profession, he's a driver, but he changed his life within the past 6 months, I believe. He changed from a driver to a leader right now. And he came and joined for one program. This is what we all focus on. The focus here in this particular family, I call it this family, I don't call it as a group. Ledge International is a family. It's a tribe where we create leaders, where we multiply leaders. It's nothing about me. It's nothing about Farookh Sensei. I'm just I call myself as a, what is that I call myself, Zena? Let me ask you. This is a challenging question. Go ahead and answer. Who am I? One sentence. Sorry, one word.
Kingmaker.
Exactly correct. That's what I do. I'm not a king, and I don't believe to be a king. What I do is I make kings here, and I enjoy when the kings are on top of me, when they fly like and they soar like eagles. That's what I enjoy. And a very good example here is Zena is here. Zena is just. Zena is just your 8th grade, 9th grader now, is it?
8th grader.
8th grader. And you can see Gopal, JK, she is just an 8th grader, and she coaches people who are doctors and professionals and all those things. That's the beauty of our organization. We don't differentiate anyone with their background at all. We don't differentiate anyone with the language they speak. We don't differentiate anyone with the age, because everyone who walks into this particular family, they all are leaders. Now, if you take Ami Rashid from Dubai, Ami joined with me. She came for a 1 hour, what do you call, one-on-one coaching. And then she took the decision to join me. She joined, and after seeing her progress, her husband, Rashid, joined. After seeing Rashid joining her, their daughter recently joined, and within, I think it was within 23 days, she completed the whole challenge, which normally an adult would take around about 1 month and plus. Is that correct? Ami, could you tell me how long did Naura take to complete the challenge?
Hi, Sensei. Thank you very much. And it took around 25 days or 23. Within 1 month. And thank you, Sensei. It's all because of your inspiring words.
Thank you. I've
She's
been in,
here. I'll call her since.
where is she? Where is she?
Yes.
Hi, Nora. You're there.
Hi,
Hey,
Sensei.
how are you doing? You got the green
fine.
screen ready. Okay. Okay. I want you to inspire us. Go ahead and inspire us. Come on. Come on. Talk something in the next 60 seconds. You got only 60 seconds. Come on. Go ahead and talk something.
Okay, today was a great day of achievements for me.
Mhm.
Today is celebrated as 14th of October as Breast Cancer Day of the Pink October.
Mhm.
And yesterday, my teacher and principal gave me an opportunity to speak to my whole school about breast cancer.
Mhm.
So today morning early when the school started, before the first period, my principal called me into his office and I got a great opportunity to present a speech in front of my whole school. And one of my best achievements is to talk to my principal and get his feedback
Wow. Great.
and
Excellent.
achieve
Excellent. Excellent. Go ahead.
and I could achieve the goal of speaking in front of my whole school,
Mhm.
especially for this special day, Breast Cancer Day, and it is celebrated for women to encourage women who are experiencing the disease breast cancer and to let them outcome this disease.
That is absolutely fantastic. I know some of my students, they are, one is a survivor right now, because you might have heard that I just wrote a foreword for a young lady from South Africa, and her name is Tilly. Some of you might have read the some of you might have gone to the foreword that I had written for her. It's going to be published on Amazon very recently. And she is a breast cancer patient and she has survived. There's another student of mine, Gaza. She is actually from Palestine, and I had trained her in Jordan and many other places. Fantastic lady. Unfortunately, she passed away because of breast cancer. I have a third case who is again a doctor by profession, who is my student, and she is also going through the same case. So it is very nice that you learned about it. And I know one of the cases because when it comes to breast cancer, it's very hard. People won't identify it, and there are some way that you can identify that whether you have it or not. And this is exactly what I learned from Mr. Innocent, who is a film actor and who is a politician. His wife she was having breast cancer, and he was diagnosed with some sort of cancer, and then when he went to the hospital, they were able to identify that she was also a patient. So it was nice that you went through that. Thank you very much. Now let me go to Zena. Zena, you've got 60 seconds, okay? And you've got 60 seconds. And what are your wins for the day? What are your wins for this week? What did you achieve in this this week? You've got only 60 seconds without a break. Go ahead. Your time starts now, Zena.
Okay, so I recently made a YouTube video which I talked about in like 9 minutes and 40 seconds, and 7 minutes and 32 seconds were without any break. I did not edit it. So I feel like it's kind of a big improvement in my side. And then I'm working on a PowerPoint presentation project. And I'm also making courses, I'm making projects, and I think I'm making progress, of course.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Now, what was the development that happened from last week to this week? Though you have been doing videos, and this week, what was the specialty?
Well, I think I am improving day by day. Even though it's not a very, very big step, I'm still improving. And every day I do this, I see videos and I write something that I learned from it. So every day I'm doing this, and at least that's something that is good in my life. So I think I'm making good progress, even though it's not a big step.
Great, great. Thank you very much, Zena. Now let me go to Jafar Ali. Jafar Ali, what is your win for the last week, from last Thursday to this Thursday? What are your small wins, big wins? Share that with us.
Thank you so much giving this opportunity, Sensei. I completed my small videos this week. I only focus on that because of a lot of people asking me that. I think I believe that a lot of people adding value to everyone. So I really inspired with my going on. I now rotating my wheel. Sometimes checking with my job. Last week I was very busy. So now I running now. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Zena, you are the host now. The reason why I made you the host is because I'm not in my office right now. So by chance, if there is a disconnection of internet or something, you continue and I'll join. Okay, Zena, is that fine? Are you there, Zena? Are you there? Okay, so I just made her the host. By chance, if I'm logging out by mistake, I'll just join. Okay, let me go to Rashid. Rashid from Dubai. Rashid, tell me if you're comfortable speaking right now. Maybe you're not in the office. Maybe you're in the office, and if you're comfortable speaking, share your little wins and the big wins.
Hi, Sensei. Thank you so much. I am still in the office. I'm listening to everything.
Okay.
I'll be coming back after some time.
Oh, sure. No issues at all. No issues at all. So let me go to JK. JK, what is your small wins and the major wins last week? Gopalakrishnan.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, win means say I got what I was joining the program. I got good friends, which their thoughts and which really boosted for me to improve further. That's what one thing, because I am happy for that. Associating with and getting too much connections now in the network, which I am getting a lot of inputs through videos, messages, which I am proud of that. I think to our network. And also one happiest moment is that yesterday we are with family. We took a trip to Nelliyambadi and just now we came back.
Wow.
After the corona, because very long back the family was not gone to very well. So just came back and we are very much pressure and just fresh. That's all which I can share now my happiness.
Wow, that's great. See, I'll tell you, everybody today, my sister and family, they're out. And I normally don't go. My wife and her family, it's a big family. They go in a bus every year. They go, and I don't go with them because I'm always occupied with something else. And I always travel. However, I don't travel with the big family. So this time I said I'm going to come with the big family, and they are going on a tour next week or so. It's just to Wayanad. It's so close, but however, I said I'm there. Because I need to have a break. It's like it's been. Ages now I'm sitting at home. I don't go out anywhere. All my training programs are done from my home and home office itself. Now, even now I'm sitting at my home, but not in my home office. The office is at the top of my house. So I just said that I need to have a break. When you said Nelliyambadi, this is a place, I stayed in Nelliyambadi for around about 12 weeks with Mr. Suresh Gopi. I was doing a film shooting there with him. So I had stayed there. It was a forest and it was a dark place. I know that it was a dark place. Yes, Palakkad district. I still remember that. Very good. Thank you very much. Let's go to let's go to Henna. Henna, go ahead, please. What is your wins? What is your win for the last week and this week?
Last week and this week, I was having a public speaking competition. Then I got first, and I got the certificate this week, and I was totally surprised, and too much of happiness was there in me.
Okay.
And then I was able to go to my school and see my teachers.
Okay.
So I became very happy because we are seeing the first time in this academic year.
Yeah.
And then I was able to go with my parents and sister to my mother's house.
Wow.
And that's all.
Thank you. But that's a great achievement. I mean, going back to the school, going and seeing your friends and going to your family house and all those things, it's a great, great achievement. So thank you very much. And definitely
we are having it in one day.
Yes, absolutely.
And fully open number first.
Great. You're looking forward to it, am I right?
Yes, Sensei, that was
Good.
just a day.
Yes.
So we are looking for 1 year itself.
Great, absolutely good, great. So as you know, this time we have got very little number of people. The reason why, because you all know that we have made it very strict only to keep it within the family, and not everyone in the family itself knows about this weekend program. Okay, now it's a question time. You can ask me any question that you want to, and Mr. Jyotilal, you're also free to ask me any questions. Okay, feel free. So let's start with anyone who has got any question, and then we'll also go further. Go ahead, please. Any question from the team first?
I can see
Hello.
what you did right now. You asked us the question. What last week, this week, what's the difference? What is the what's the achievement you made?
Yep.
Just I felt that I repeat that my achievement. I felt like so proud of myself. That you mean, or what is that? What you did that?
This is a technique that I use in a program which is called Mastermind. Okay, in a mastermind, I take only 8 people. This 8 people, for example, if my mastermind is for CEOs, all the 8 people must be a CEO. If I do a mastermind for students, all the 8 students, all the 8 participants must be students, because everyone should be the same level. If I'm doing a mastermind and if I've got 8 people and they all are entrepreneurs, and let's say there are 7 people out of this 8 whose turnover is round about, say, let's say it's 2 crore Indian rupee per year, and there is one person who is the 8th person, and his turnover is 100 crore per year, then he should not be in this group. I should be having a group only with the same achievers. I mean, so if I have to have a group, it should be a group of achievers who are making 100 crore per year. You got me? So you bring all these people together to a conversation for 60 minutes. And when they come to you, see now, for example, if I take here, we are only 7 and plus me 8. Am I right? This is the size. This is a maximum size. It can go up to 10. Okay, this is a maximum size of a mastermind where you can speak only with 10 people. Okay, there is no 11 or 12 or 13 people. 10 people, you are in a room and you ask the achievements of each and every person. You get to know what is their achievement. Then we bring someone to the hot seat. Okay, in the hot seat, we will be helping that person. For example, if Jafar Ali has got a major question in his business, you will become the hot seat person and we'll be asking you questions and we'll be helping you out. Okay, and after the session is over, then the last, again, we'll ask you, what is your next week target? What is your target for the next week? So I'll be going with JK, I'll go to Jafar Ali, I'll go to Amir Rashid, I'll go to Zena and Rashid and Hannah and all of them, and ask, what is your achievement for the next week? What is your goal for the next week? So the next week when you come, you have to make sure that you have achieved the goal. How many of you got it? Just raise your hands, please. If you got it. So I am preparing you by asking you the questions. I am putting the seed in you that yes, next week you have a goal, make sure that you achieve the goal. So next week when you come, you again tell the story. So here we are doing a lot of things. Number one, you all shared the story. JK shared a story. Jafar Ali shared a story. Ami shared her, Naura shared her story. And Zana shared her story. Hannah shared her story, because now your speaking capability improves. You are telling a story in front of others. Number one. Number two, you're sharing your victories, your wins, small wins, big wins. Number two, before we end up, you are focusing on what should I do next week. Before you come for this program, you have got your bullet points. You would be saying, because you know that you're going to see, you know that you're going to sit in this program. You know that there are other leaders along with you. So you should not become a stupid in front of others. So you will write 3 or 4 points and say, next week, this is what I want to achieve. Achieve number 1, 2, 3. So you are prepared mentally, you are getting prepared for the next week. So this is how leaders work. Leaders don't work for that particular day. Leaders work for the next week, the next month, for next year, and maybe for the next decade. So that is leadership. Leadership is not a one-day process. It is a day-to-day process. Once again, I repeat, leadership is not a one-day progress. It's a day-to-day progress. You cannot become a leader in one day. You cannot come and read a book of John C. Maxwell or Les Brown or Jack and field of Farookh Sensei and become a leader one day. It takes time for you to become a leader. It takes time for me to become a leader. Can you become a leader? The answer is yes. Can you become a leader? The answer is yes. However, you have to make sure that you apply the laws of leadership in every walk of your life. Every walk of your life. Now, why am I saying this? I'll just take an example. I'd like to share that with all of you. Some of you might be knowing that, and some of you not. I always talk about something that incidents happen in our life, and those incidents are called as events, or E, okay? Incidents, or E like in events. And events happen. Some of the events are good events. Some of the events may not be a good event. Some, for example, getting married is an event, okay? Having a raise in your salary is an event. Losing your job is an event. Flood is an event. Flood is an event, or it could be something like Ami, mute yourself. Ami, mute yourself. Okay. So events do happen in our life, and events may happen to everyone, and events would definitely happen. Events would definitely happen. For example, Corona is an event. Am I right? How many of you agree? Raise your hands, please. How many of you agree that Corona is an event? You can't start. Events would happen, and you can't do anything. However, there is something that you can do. And what is that you can do? You can do the R. So E plus R is equal to O. This is one of my favorite equation, and this is something that I learned from my teacher, Jack and Field. He teaches this equation in his book itself. The name of the book is Success Principles. Success Principles by Jack and Field. If you can buy that book, that is absolutely fantastic. I believe that he has got a training next week or something on the same topic. So E plus R is equal to O. That's what we call E plus R is equal to O. E is the event, or R is the response or the reaction, and O is the outcome. So when Corona came in, you have to react. Some people, they take vaccines. Some people, they don't take a vaccine. Some people, they say, what is the government going to do? Some people will agree to the government. Some people will go to wedding. Some may not go to weddings and gatherings. Some would have the mask. Some would not have the mask. How many of you got it? Raise your hands, please. So it is, the event is happening, but you are the person to either react or respond to it. And based on how you react and respond, you get the outcome. Sometimes you might go in a wedding or a marriage, or you could be some gathering without the mask, and the next day you get affected by Corona. Am I right? So you are the reason for the Corona. It's not the Corona itself, because you didn't take action. As I mentioned, that I don't go out at all because I don't want that to happen to me or to my parents. So I should be very careful. Similarly, something can happen in your life. And the best of the best example that I give is for, let's take an example. Let's say there is a father, and the father has got two children, and both of them are twin brothers. Let's put it that way, twin brothers. The father expires one fine day without any clue, without leaving anything. The father dies. And now you got the son, two children. They both are grown up. The first person is crying because his father is dead. He does not know what to do, and he's crying. The second person looks at his father, and then he tells to himself that, well, my father is gone. My mother is not well. What should I do next? He's not crying. It's the same father, same incident, two children to the same father and the same mother. The first one is crying, whereas the second one is taking a decision. The first one is reacting to the event. How many of you got it? Raise your hands, please. The first person is reacting to the event, whereas the second person is responding to the event. How many of you got it? So now, based on that, the outcome would be different. The outcome would be different because the outcome for the first person would be different, and the outcome for the second person would be different. Similarly, if I take any one of you, whether I take Rashid or Binoy or Abu Bakr or Muhammad Niaz or anyone, incidents have happened to your life many times. Incidents have happened, and the outcome is depending upon how you react and respond. Now, why did I share this? This is something I keep on sharing, and something happened in my life yesterday. And there was something which I never expected of. And I think day before yesterday, I spoke about the same thing. And then yesterday it happened to me. Yesterday I was working on my project. I know that JK was there in my coach to coach training program. Day before yesterday, we had something called the BMW, or business mastery workshop. And I was going through all my files, my PowerPoint presentation, all those things. And I don't know How did it happen? This was happening at 7 o'clock in the morning because I do all my projects in the morning. By error, I deleted the folder. By error, I deleted the folder. There were 241 slides with each file having around about thousands of slides. Just imagine 241 file, and each file was having around about 1,000 of PowerPoint presentation, all this. Completely gone. And I knew that I had lost it because I was deleting a lot of things. By mistake, I had also deleted this folder. Now, that is an event. How many of you got? Raise your hands, please. That's an event. Now, should I cry? Sit and cry saying, oh my goodness, I lost everything that I have been doing for last many years. Should I cry? Did I have a backup? I had a backup in 3 different places. I had 3 different external hard drive. I also normally post this in my cloud. I got everything, but I was clearing my cloud, and this particular file was an updated file, and therefore I knew that though I have the backup in my hard disk, it was not the updated one. Now, should I cry or should I take an action? Tell me, should I cry or should I react or should I respond? Just go to the chat and type, should I react or should I respond? Go to the chat, please. Should I react or should I respond? Go ahead. Absolutely, I have to respond. So I was very calm. I was very quiet. And what I did is, the first thing I did is I went to YouTube. I went to YouTube and searched for, is there any way to retrieve these files? And I came to know that there is a software which can help me. There's a software which can help me, and it is called I just forgot the name of it. So what I did is I just purchased the software. Immediately I purchased the software, and I was able to recover all my documents. Okay, I was able to recover my 421 documents. I was very happy with that. Now comes the next challenge. I need to open those documents. And now when I started opening the documents, none of the documents were opening. I was able to recover the document, but I was not able to open the documents because I felt that most of the documents have been corrupted by now. It took only 1 hour, and I believe that all was done was corrupted. Now I go back to YouTube and see how can I get the corrupted files into a working condition. And I learned that there are 5 systems. There are 5 ways when your PowerPoint gets stuck, corrupted. There are 5 ways to get it working. Now, what is that called? This is called accidental learning. What do you call it? I want everyone to go and type. It's called an accidental learning, because I never thought of going to YouTube and learning how to retrieve your PowerPoint presentation because something happened. So I went and learned. This is called accidental learning. Accidental learning happens when an accident happens. And accidental learning happens when you never think of it. That is how you learn. Whatever you are doing right now, sitting with me and learning, whatever it is, this is called intentional learning. I want everyone to go and type intentional learning. What you are doing right now is intentional learning, because you have blocked your time from 7:30 to 9 o'clock. You know that you're going to have a get together with Sensei and his team, and therefore you're going to learn something. So this is intentional, whereas the one that happened to me yesterday was not intentional. It was accidental learning, and I learned those 5 things. Now I go back and apply those 5 things. Is learning is knowledge power? How many of you believe knowledge is power? Go and type I believe. If you believe, say I believe. Go and type knowledge is power. Go and type I. Okay, I can say JK saying I. Who else? Knowledge is power. Go ahead. I believe. Jyotilal, very good. Who else? Who else? Go and type. Go and type. If you believe, say I believe. Go and type in the chat. If you believe, just go and type I believe. Very good. Rashid said I believe. Anybody else? I got more here. Those who believe that that knowledge is power. This is something that we have been learning from schools and colleges and everything. What do you think? Just go to the chat and say. If you believe, then go to the chat and say I believe. If you don't believe, say I don't. If you don't believe, say I don't. Okay, I can see some of you saying I believe, I believe, I believe. Remember this, my dear leaders, it's wrong. It is wrong, because this is something that we have learned from a school, that knowledge is power. But let me tell you, knowledge is not power. Knowledge is not power. I want everyone to go and type knowledge is not power, and I'll explain that. Is knowledge power? The answer is knowledge is not power. Henna's already written I don't, because she knows that. Exactly correct. Knowledge is a potential power. Knowledge is potential power. Thank you very much, Vinita. Knowledge is not power. Knowledge is potential power. The reason why knowledge will never help you until otherwise you put the knowledge into practice. I want you all to know that knowledge is potential power. Knowledge is powerless until otherwise you take the knowledge and put into practice. There are a lot of people who know more than me and you. There are a lot of people who know about GST more than JK. There may be a lot of people who know about leadership more than me. There will be a lot of people, but the thing is that we need to ask question, are they putting that into practice? Am I right? Are they putting into practice? If JK is learning, I'm just taking JK here as an example. JK knows about GST. He is putting practice by learning more about it. He's putting practice by teaching about it. He's putting that into practice. Only when you put things into perspective, when you put things into action, that's when it becomes powerful. So knowledge by itself is not powerful. Knowledge plus action is equal to power. I want you all to go and type knowledge plus power is equal to, sorry, knowledge plus action is equal to power. Knowledge plus action is equal to power. Good, excellent. Or you can also use the short form K plus A is equal to P. K plus A is equal to P. Exactly correct. Now, the thing when you talk about knowledge, knowledge again, it has to be specific knowledge. It has to be specific knowledge. It's not every knowledge. Okay, every knowledge is not going to help you. And this is something that I always speak in my training program. Do not go and attend all the webinars. Once again, I repeat, do not go and attend all the webinars because each and every webinar, you're learning something new. Now, when I'm conducting this program with you, I got 2 or 3 invitations. Right now, I got 2 or 3 invitations, free webinar, attend now, attend now. Do you think that I have to go and attend? The answer is no. If you go and attend all the webinar, it's not going to help you. Whenever you want to attend something, if you want to learn something, make sure it is vertical learning, not horizontal learning. I want everyone to go and write VL. VL is vertical learning. Vertical learning is very important. Don't go and learn everything. Don't go and learn everything because you're losing your time, your energy, your money, your effort, everything. But you ask yourself, what is that you want to become? What is this knowledge going to help you? If it is going to help you, then go for it. So always go for vertical learning rather than horizontal learning. Now, if you got enough time, if you are having nothing to do, and then you have got a webinar, then it is nice to learn. What do you call it? NL, nice to learn. I want you to go and write N2L, nice to learn. When you're free, you have nothing to do, then you say, okay, this is nice to learn. Let me go and learn this. Otherwise, you always go for VL and not HL. VL is for vertical learning. HL is horizontal learning. When you got free time, you can go to N2L, which is nice to learn. How many of you got it? Say, I got it. Say IGI in the chat box, please. Good, excellent. Now, what I did is I went and learned the 5 ways, the 5 methods of retrieving your PowerPoint, and it did not work. It did not work. So I failed there again. That was but I failed, but I was not a failure. Okay. Now I want everyone to go and type failing is not failure. Go and type failing is not failure. You can fail and you will fail. And I failed, but I was not a failure. So go and type failing is not failure. Okay, you will definitely fail in life and you must fail in life. Only when you fail in life, you can grow, you can learn a lot of things from failure. Failing is learning. Go and type failing is learning. I want you all to go and type failing is learning. Failing is learning. You got to, when you fail, you have to learn something. If it's not working, learn something new and then move forward. Always move forward. Good, excellent. So I failed. Then what I did, I want to learn. These 5 techniques are not working. So I went and learned, is there any software like the first software which can help me open the PowerPoint presentation? And I found few of them. And I purchased one of those software. And I worked till midnight yesterday. And let me tell you, both the software did not help me. Both the software did not help me. I worked till morning. And what happened? Tell me, I worked till morning 7 o'clock and tell me what happened. Give me the answer. I worked till 7 o'clock in the morning and tell me what happened. Go ahead and type. I worked till morning. Tell me, go and chat, type in the chat box. What happened? Succeeded, Jyotilal, very good. Who else? Come on, go ahead. Come on, go and type the answer. You got it correct, Gopal Krishnan, good. What else? I want other leaders also to go and type if you're comfortable, if you're not driving, if you're not in our office, then you can go and type. I know some of you are in the office right now. Okay, you got it correct. The answer is, I did not get it right. The answer is, I did not get it right. And the company came back saying that we did our best and we are not able to do, so we are ready to refund the amount. And I said, no problem. Let me go for plan B. I want you all to go and type plan B. This is called responding. I didn't cry. I started taking my notes and I started working on it. I went for a plan B. How many of you got it? Say got it. Now I'm okay. I'm okay. Because if I start crying on what happened, then I would never ever be able to move forward. Always keep in life, incidents are going to happen. Now, because I move forward, my outcome would be different. If I were to cry and sit here and cry, my outcome would have been different. Is that correct? If I were to cry, do you think that I would be able to speak to you with this energy? Yes or no? If I were to cry, do you think that I would be able to speak with you this energy? The answer is absolutely no. 241 slides, and most of them are done with 1,000 slides. I should be crying here. The answer is no, because I forgot what happened and just moving forward. So always keep in mind, E plus R is equal to O. Go and type, please. E plus R is equal to O. It is the event that happens, but it is you who either respond or you react, and you get the outcome based on your reaction, based on your response. And that was my first lesson for the day. So going back, I was answering to Jafar Ali. So Jafar Ali, this is what leaders do. Leaders, they respond, they don't react. They respond, they don't react. They tell stories, and they tell stories which are empowering stories, and they tell stories which are inspiring stories. So here in this particular answer session itself, you see that how many stories did I tell you? I told about my story. I told about many others as well. So be a storyteller, because leaders are storytellers. I want you all to go and type. Leaders are storytellers. You must be able to connect with your audience by telling stories. It can be small stories, it can be big stories. And that's the reason when we come up with, in the mastermind classes, we give you 1 minute, maximum 2 minutes to tell your story, tell your victories, tell your successes, tell your failures. It has to be in a story format. And again, help you to tell your story, your future story, the next week's story, because storytelling is an art, and it is something that each and every leader should master. Got it? If you got it, say GI, got it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So let's move on to the next question. Anybody who has got a question, go ahead and ask me a question. Yes, please, anyone. We'll be going till 9 o'clock. As I mentioned today, I will not be opening my camera because I'm not in my office right now. Okay, anyone who's got a question, just go ahead.
Me.
Yes, go ahead. What is your question?
My question is, how cloud make children grow?
My goodness, what was that? What is that? Once again, Ami, if you're there, Ami, could you just...
Okay, then see, how does traveling make kids to grow? How it is helpful for them?
Oh, good. Excellent.
He loves traveling.
Very good.
He just wants to talk to you every day.
Thank you. He is the one who copied me. Am I right? 2 days back?
Yes.
He copied my quote, and he came up with my quote. Very good. Don't copy me. You can learn from me. Don't copy me, because if you copy me, you will become a copycat of Farookh Sensei. Don't copy me. Do not copy me, and do not copy anyone. You can learn from people. You can learn from leaders. You can learn from your friends. You can learn from your teachers. You can learn from your parents. However, don't copy them. You learn from them. And this is something that I call, what is that called?
I have a quote. How fear makes you brave?
How?
How fear makes you brave?
Fear.
Oh, great. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. So what we do is this is called the M and M. How many of you got it? M and M. I want everyone to go and type M and M. You should never be copying someone, whether it is your it's a role model. No, you don't copy them. And if you watch today's quote is about that. Today's quote is about the MM. If you remember my quote today, if you go to my WhatsApp, if you go to my DP, today's quote is exactly about that. You should not be copying anyone. What you should be doing, if you've got if you got a role model on anyone, you model them and modify what you have modeled. You model a person. You model a business. You model a business model. You can model people. Don't copy them. Okay, don't copy them, because if somebody is mimicking someone, you know that you are exactly copying someone. Am I right? That is what mimicry artists, they do. They copy someone. Am I right? And the way that they walk, the way that they talk, without even them telling us, we know that he is copying somebody. So what you have to do is you have to learn from someone. That is called modeling, and then you modify it based on your business, based on your environment. You can modify it. There is nothing wrong. Example, you can model my quote, you can model the way that I'm speaking, and then you modify it and make it your style. Don't make it my style, because if you make it my style, you will always be known as a copycat of Farookh Sensei, and that is not my intention. My intention is not to make you a copycat of Farookh Sensei. I want you to become your own leaders. And that is why we call ourselves as kingmakers. You got me? So you always have to do that. So going back, is traveling good? My goodness, traveling is so good, not only for kids. Traveling is really, really good for adults as well. I love traveling. I very often travel. If I don't travel for 2 days, I get really, really bored. And especially I used to travel into different countries, different zones. Sometimes I even don't know to which country I travel 2 days back. I keep on traveling. And if I don't travel for 2 days, I tell to my wife, it has been 2 days that I didn't get into an aircraft, because I used to be a frequent traveler all around the world. And my passport used to be a jumbo passport. We call it the jumbo passport. It's not the normal passport. It's a very thick passport, and it keeps on, it's stamped with each time you go to different countries, it gets stamped off, and my passport won't live longer. It gets expired and expired. I don't know the number of passports that I have. And every time you go, you learn something new. You should be outside the well. You should not be the frog in the well, because the frog in the well does not know anything that is happening outside the well. So you should not be the frog in the well. You should be the one to explore what is happening, the culture, the way that people speak. For example, I get very much offended if people do not speak with respect. How many of you get offended if people are not respecting you? How many of you get offended when people aren't respecting you? Because each and every one of us must have our own respect. And this is something that I learned from other countries. I tell thank you to everyone. Even if it's my juniors, I don't know, I would definitely thank them, because this is a culture that I learned. This is a culture that I learned from my father. My father, even now, he thanks me. Even in the morning, if I go with a cup of coffee, he'll thank me and he'll say thank you. Because this is something that I learned from my father. He's 85 years old, but still he would thank me. People, if they are seeing for the first time, they would ask me why your father is thanking you. This is the culture that we have bought. This is the culture that I have bought. This is the culture I make sure that my kids have got. And how did we get that? This is only by traveling, by learning from other people. And then you can learn. There are things that you can learn which are good. There are things that you can learn which differentiates you from other people. Once again, you can learn something new from other people, and you can also learn things that can differentiate you from the ordinary people. So traveling, is it good? Yes, traveling gives you and opens up your mind. It opens up your thoughts. It gives you a growth mindset so that you can see possibilities and opportunities and not limitations. So therefore, is traveling good? The answer is absolutely yes, irrespective of your age. I hope I answered the question. Let's go to the next question now. Let's move on to the next question, please.
Hi, Sensei.
Yes, please, go ahead.
I have a goal, in fact. I'm not clear about that goal. How can I find it? How can I be clear about it?
Okay. No problem, no issues at all. Tell me. Okay, let me write. Okay. Tell me, what is the purpose of the goal? What is it? Do you have a clear goal? Do you have a goal, or you don't have a goal at all?
In fact, I know that I have got something more to give out to this world.
Okay.
I can, but I don't know whether it is right now. I'm into a training course.
You're breaking. Are you using a headset or something?
No, nothing.
Just remove that.
I'm into a training course now. Right now, I'm attending a training course, and I'm almost finished.
You're attending training courses, is that correct?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, you're attending training courses. Okay, you have almost finished. Okay.
But still, I'm not, quite clear about where I should move.
Okay, no issues at all. Let me tell you one thing, Jyotilal. If you look at people around the world, 97% of the people, they do not know where they want to go. 97% of the people, they do not know where they want to go. Sorry, not 97. 55% of the people, they do not 55. It's 18. I think it's 80 plus. Okay, 80 plus. I'm not getting the correct figure now. I'll give you the breakdown. Let's keep it as 85. 85% of the people, they do not know where they want to go. 13% of the people, they know where they want to go. Once again, repeat. 13% of the people, they know where they want to go, and 3% of the people, they know exactly where they want to go because they have written their goals down. I'm talking about the entire world. Okay, I'm talking about the entire world. In the entire world, there's only 3% of the people who have got the written goal. 3% of the people, they got the written goal. 13% of the people in the world, they have the goal, but they do not have a written goal. And all the remaining people, they do not have a goal at all. Very simple as that. So going back here, if you say that you do not have a goal, it doesn't matter. Can you create a goal? Yes, you can create a goal within 5 minutes.
Yes.
It's absolutely possible. Now, is that goal going to help you? Well, now you know where to go. The question is that how to go. You need to put action into that. Just like what we said earlier, knowledge is not going to help you until otherwise you take action along with the knowledge. That's when you get a result. Am I right? Similarly, here again, you can set a goal. So here you go, you are attending a training program, you're almost over, but you do not know whether that's going to help you or not. Is that correct?
Yes. Exactly.
Okay. So here we go. I'm going to break it down. And which area you want to work on? Which area is it? Is that you want to help people, or what is that you want to do?
Yeah, I want to, uplift people.
You want to uplift people. You said you.
I can.
Okay, you want to uplift people. Is that correct?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so you said you want to uplift. That is the key word, uplift. I want everyone to follow what I'm doing. Okay, and Jyotilal wants to uplift. Now I'm going to ask you, uplift in which area? Is it in health? Is it in spirituality? Is it mentally? Is it physical? Is it financially? Is it education? Is it family? Is it parenting? What area that you want to empower people and uplift people? Before you give me the answer, we also have to know, I want everyone to know that you cannot, once again, repeat, you cannot uplift, you cannot inspire, you cannot motivate, and you cannot pump anyone in every area. You cannot do. I cannot do. You cannot do. Nobody in the world can do. If you can do, then you can do it only in one specific area. Okay. Now, if I take your friend as an example, JK can do that. In which area? GST area.
Okay.
He won't be very good in other areas. That's fine. We have to know what is that one specific area that you can really work out and where you can bring changes. So why did I repeatedly say this? So that you can think about, I want you to close your eyes. I want you to close your eyes and I want to think about, there's many areas I mentioned about health. It could be fitness. It could be spirituality. It could be mentality. It could be the attitude. It could be education. It could be knowledge. It could be your job. It could be career. It could be business. It could be empowerment. What is that one area that is coming when you're thinking about closing your eyes? When you're thinking about yourself, ask yourself, did anyone say that, oh, Jyotilal, you're very good at that. Hey, Jyotilal, just because of what you said that day, I've changed my life. Hey, Jyotilal, you can be very good at that. You are doing fantastic. Think about something that you have brought result in. Think about something that you feel that you can do very well. Think about something that you feel very comfortable. Think about something that you feel that, well, I don't money, but still I'll be doing that. What is that one thing that is coming in your mind? Open your eyes and tell me. What is coming in your mind that you feel that you can do very well?
I find it a little bit difficult for me. Okay, I'll do education. Education is the one field where I would like to.
Your voice is echoing. I'm not getting it properly.
It's a little bit difficult question for me.
No, it's not a difficult question. You say that I want you to tell this question is easy for me. Go and tell. I want you to go and tell. This is a very easy question to me. I know the answer. Go and tell yourself.
Yes,
this is an easy question. I can tell. I can give the answer.
This is an easy question. I can answer.
Okay. So what is the answer? What is the answer that is coming? Because you have learned many things. You have gone through many things in life. You are not a very little young boy. You have gone through life and you have gone through many things and you have tackled many things in your life. Tell me, what is that one thing that you really enjoy doing it? And you know that by doing this, you can change people's life. What is that one thing that is coming in your mind?
I can give them knowledge.
Sorry, what was that?
I can give them knowledge.
Give them knowledge. Knowledge. Now, knowledge, that could be knowledge on health, knowledge on fitness, knowledge on parenting, knowledge on getting married, knowledge on getting divorced. What knowledge? What specific knowledge? What specific knowledge? Knowledge in what area? Because you can't give knowledge about science and physics and chemistry, karate, martial arts, dancing, film acting. No, you can't give everything. This all a knowledge. Am I right? This all a knowledge. How to present, how to give a webinar, that is knowledge. How to write a fiction book, how to write a non-fiction book, how to write a novel, how to write a copywriting, how to write articles, how to write blogs, all are knowledge. What specific knowledge are you good at? Tell me, what is that one knowledge? I'm not talking about two knowledge. I'm talking about one specific knowledge area that you feel that you're good at.
I'm good at writing.
Writing. And when it comes to writing, 0 to 10, how happy you are, how confident you are, how satisfying you are. 0 to 10. 0, you're not at all happy. 10, you're really happy.
7.
7. Okay. Now, when it comes to writing what? Writing journal, writing what they call blogs, writing stories, writing what?
Writing blog, essays on.
Sorry, once again, writing
blog.
I'm not getting that.
Writing
blogs,
blog.
writing blogs. Okay, writing blogs. Now the next question: writing blogs in Urdu, in Hindi, in Gujarati, Marathi, which language?
In Malayalam and English.
Malayalam and English. If there is one chance, either Malayalam or English, which one?
Malayalam.
Malayalam. If it is Malayalam, what? 0 to 10, where do you stand? If it is Malayalam blog, where do you stand? 0 to 10, 0, 10. Yes, I'm good at that. Where do you stand?
8.
8. If it is blog, a blog in English, 0 to 10, where do you stand?
7.
7. So you're good at Malayalam. So it's good. Right. Now, let me go back. What is your current experience in writing blog in Malayalam? What is your current experience of writing blogs in Malayalam?
I haven't written much, but as a part of our training program.
Sorry, once again, could you repeat that once again, please?
I haven't written much, but as part of our training program, I used to write whatever inputs that we got from the training.
Okay, good.
And I got accolades for that.
Oh, great, excellent. So as part of your training, you have written blogs, and that now when you had written those blogs as part of the training, did you really have the passion to write, or you wrote it because it was part of the training? Tell me, 0 to 10, how satisfied when you were writing those blogs? I know that that's part of the training, but did you feel the satisfaction when you wrote that when you wrote those blogs? 0 to 10, where do you stand?
Yes, I felt satisfied.
Okay, what's the number you'll give? 0 to 10. 0 to 10. 9. You'll give 9 because you're really satisfied while you were writing. Am I right?
Yes.
Now let's talk about the pain. Did you feel any sort of pain while you were writing? Oh my goodness, I'm not getting the words. No, my goodness, I'm not getting anything in my head. Oh my goodness, let me take a break. Oh my goodness, this is really tough. Did you have those things?
Not really.
Not really. So that means you are very much inclined towards writing blog, and that helps you. Is that correct?
Yes.
A total number of blogs that you have written. Any number of blogs if you can put that into a number.
Around 7.
Around
seven.
Okay, around 7. Now, what are you going to do with these blogs? What are you going to do with these blogs? What was the intention for you to learn how to write blogs? What was the intention at that time when you went for this training program?
It was actually training on how to become a trainer.
Okay, that's a train the trainer program. Is that correct?
Trainer program, yeah,
Okay, so that was a part of the train the trainer program, but it was not part of how to write a book or how to write a blog. Is that correct?
Yes, yes.
But you were able to identify that there is something that you liked or like. When you attend this program, you identify your strength. Is that correct? Your potential, your passion. Is that right?
Exactly.
Okay, that's absolutely fantastic. So this is called accidental learning. I want everyone to go and write accidental learning. You learned something which was hidden within you, but that was not the purpose. You went for learning something. You went for learning how to become a good teacher or trainer. However, that is accidentally you learned that there is something inside me. That's absolutely fantastic. And people normally go through that. Okay, great. So my next question is, you have written, you blog is something that you like. You want to become a blogger. Is that correct? Or is that you want to become a vlogger? Is that right? Is it the letter with the V or the B?
Can you say it once again?
Yeah, sure. Do you want to become a blogger, B, the letter B, or would you like to become a vlogger, which is a video? And number 3, do you like to write blogs or do you like to teach how to write blogs? What is that you want?
I'd like to write, in fact.
Okay, so you want to write blogs, and give me 5 things that you will achieve as a blogger. Give me 5 things what you are going to achieve as a blogger. Go ahead. What are the 5 things that you're going to achieve as a blogger? Go ahead. You don't have to think a lot. Don't think a lot. Just give me, what is that you're feeling? What comes in your mind?
I can share the information that I have.
Okay, information. Okay, now sharing. Okay, number 2.
Number 2, if that comes good, then I'll get accolades for that.
Sorry, once again.
If that is good, whatever I write is good, people will follow me.
Okay, okay. People will connect with you. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay, number 3.
And I'll get more opportunities in reputed journals.
Okay, more opportunities. Okay, next, please.
I think it will lead to financial progress.
Okay, finance. Okay, next.
Then I can empower people.
Sorry, once again.
I can empower people.
Okay, you can empower people. Very good.
If I comes good on it.
Great. So number 1, you said that you can share information, you can share knowledge with other people, you can connect with people, and people will start connecting with you. That means you are creating your own brand. Number 3, you'll get more opportunities. Maybe you'll get opportunity to speak. You'll get opportunity to travel around also, where you can speak about your topics. Then this would definitely bring in money into your pocket and into your bank account. And the last one is that you can empower and uplift people. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay, so these are your purpose. Now let's move on to the next one. Now you mentioned that you have written at least 7 blogs by now. So tell me, would you be allowed to be called as a dash? What is that you want people to call you, or what is that you would love to be known for or known as? Sorry, once again.
A writer come trainer.
Writer come trainer.
Blogger.
Okay, a writer come trainer. Now, can I ask? I'm going to ask one by one. Hannah, your designation, please. Hannah is just a 5th grader or a 4th grader. What is your designation?
Youth motivational coach.
Youth motivational coach. Ami Rashid, what is your designation? Ami,
Yes, Sensei.
what's
Yes,
your
Sensei.
what's your
Growth
designation?
clarity coach.
Number 3, Zena. What is your designation?
Passion empowerment coach.
Once again.
Passion empowerment coach.
Thank you very much. Rashid.
No, leadership visibility specialist.
Binoy? Binoy, if you're not in the office.
We say leadership visibility specialist, is that?
Very good. Very good. Excellent. Now, what did you see here, Jyotilal? Each and every person has got a designation.
All right.
Without designation, you can never move forward.
Okay.
Okay, clear-cut designation. It doesn't matter how young you are. It doesn't matter what's your age. You must have a clear designation. Only when your designation is clear, your destination and designation must be clear. Only then you can move towards your destination. You got me? Without designation, the destination is not clear. So before setting up your goal, you should ask yourself, who should I be known for? What is that I should, what area, what field should I be known for? So hereby I'm giving you a chance. Okay. You said writer. When you say that you are a writer come trainer, now don't feel offended. Okay. I'm going to tell you something. Don't feel offended. Okay. Don't take personally. Okay.
All right.
When you say trainer, it could be a dog trainer as well. It could be a trainer, could be anything. So that is not clear and it's not specific. Writing could be anything. Writing could be anything. So when you introduce yourself, I'm Jyotilal, I'm a writer come trainer, and I've been training and writing for the last 25 years. And I would like your service, your company to appoint me. So I'll be, what? What trainer? What writer? You got me? At the same time, if I get the designation from any of these leaders who introduce themselves, I know exactly what they're talking. They said a youth excellent coach, an entrepreneur coach, and all those things, leadership coaches, all those things. I know exactly what you're talking. So here you need clarity. You need clarity of your designation if you want to make your destination clear. Once again, okay, your designation must be clear so that your destination also becomes clear and becomes near to you.
Okay.
Okay, so what is your, and it has to be only in 3 words. It has to be only in 3 words. All this designation that they came up with is only 3 words.
Okay.
Now, here when you say writer come trainer, it is 3 words, agreed. However, there was no clarity. So you must be clear and it must be only 3 words. So tell me, do you like to be known as a teacher or a writer, or do you like to be known as a coach, an evangelist, or a specialist, or an expert? What is that you should be known as? We are starting with the last word first. The last word we are starting first. Okay, so what is that you would like to be known for, or known as? Known for and known as. Let's say known as. Let's start with the known as. Is it, I give you a clue, writer, whether trainer, teacher, facilitator, coach, leader, expert, specialist, evangelist, architect, doctor. What is that you want to know as?
Oh.
That's very important because you are giving a designation to yourself. It is not the company that is giving a designation. If you're working for a company, the company say, okay, Jyotilal, from tomorrow onwards, you are the supervisor. Jyotilal, from tomorrow onwards, you're the manager. Jyotilal, tomorrow onwards, you're a driver. They give you the designation, but you should know that you have got the complete right to give designation for yourself and to respect yourself. So today is the golden opportunity in your life to identify who you are. And if you can't identify who you are, nobody can help you to identify who you are. Is that right, Jyotilal?
Exactly. Yeah.
So I want you to go inside and ask yourself, what is that I should be known as? And I should be really proud of, and my family should be proud of. What is that last word?
Personal empowerment training.
No. Only the last word, not the first and the second, only the last word. When I say the last word, teacher, trainer, facilitator, coach, and then comes this is what you call a leader or specialist, or we are talking only about the last. We'll talk about the first and the second later on. Talk about the last first.
Leader.
Leader, okay. Good. Now the question comes, what leader? Okay, now we are going to the first and the second. Okay. Now what leader? So we are going to talk about we are going to talk about the first one. That's first part. The first part becomes one niche. Now, the first part is the niche. What leader? Leader in what?
Transformation, empowerment.
Okay. One word. Which one? Transformation or empowerment?
Transformation.
Transformation. Now, when you say transformation, transformation is an action. Am I right?
Okay.
Transformation is action. A transformation takes place with 6 steps.
Okay.
Okay. The first one is discovery. The
All
second one is belief. The third one is learning. The fourth one is action. The fifth one is transition. Then comes transformation. 6 steps.
Okay.
Without that, you can't transform anyone. You will not get transformed, and you can't transform anyone in the world. Even if you want to transform a business, the business has to go through this 6 channels. The first one is discover. The second one is believe. The third one is learning. The fourth one is action. The fifth one is transition, and the sixth one is transformation. 6 forms.
Discovery, belief, then what?
The third one is learning.
Learning.
The fourth one is action.
Action.
The fifth one is transition.
Transition, and
then the transformation. But each and every segment which I mentioned here, you have to go deep and study that. So what I meant to say, that transformation is an action. So you can't use the word transformation in the first part of your title.
Okay, all right.
You can use it only in the second part of your title. Okay, the second part.
Personal.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You said personal, that's fine. Personal transformation.
Okay, personal transformation or personal empowerment, whichever. Right.
What do you think? What do you think?
Personal empowerment.
Okay, personal empowerment. So you mean to say that you are a personal empowerment leader?
All right.
Is that correct?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, now if somebody asks you, okay, personal, we understand personal, we also understand empowerment. That is, you are empowering somebody in their personal activities, personal mastery, and so forth. And what do you mean by leader? What is your answer for that? What do you mean by person? I want you to really understand this. You said personal transformation leader. There is nothing wrong in it. There's nothing wrong in it. But I want you to define what do you mean by personal empowerment leader. What do you mean by that? So give me 5 things, 5 bullet points about what does that mean to you.
One who shows the way, one who leads the way, one who.
Once again, you're breaking. I can't hear you.
One who leads, or one who shows the way.
Okay.
How they can get themselves empowered.
Okay. So you are somebody who is equipped. You know the right way, you go the right way, and you show the right way. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Is there any particular area of empowerment, or you empower people in all the areas?
In a particular target group, right?
Yes, that's what I mean to say. Is it a target group? Is it for students? Is it for employees? Is it for professionals? Is it for entrepreneurs? Or is it who do you empower?
Youth empowerment.
So now you have got 2 options. Are you a person? I want you to focus on what I'm going to say now. Are you a personal empowerment leader, or are you a youth empowerment leader?
Youth empowerment.
So how much points do you give for youth empowerment leader 0 to 10? And how much points do you give for personal empowerment leader?
I give 8 for youth empowerment.
You give
below that for personal empowerment.
Okay, so therefore you are more convinced with your title, which is youth empowerment leader.
Okay.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So you said that it is 8. Very good. Now, when you stand on stage, and you introduce yourself as I'm Jyoti Lal, I'm a youth empowerment leader, how would you feel?
Leader doesn't suit it.
Once again, sorry, once again.
Leader doesn't suit.
I'm not getting your breaking.
The leader doesn't suit with youth empowerment, right? The word leader.
Okay. The word
leader.
Okay, the word leader empowers you, and the word leader, when you say that you are a youth empowerment leader, the people in the audience they would focus on you because you talk like a leader. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah.
Are you married?
Yes.
Got kids?
Yes.
How many kids?
2.
How old are they?
One is 11 and the other one is 7.
Okay. Now, if they are sitting among the audience,
okay,
and they see their fathers getting onto the stage, and the father introducing that I'm Jyoti Lal, I'm a youth empowerment leader, and along with your students, along with your kids, are hundreds and thousands of other students of their age group and their parents. I want you to visualize you on the stage, you on the spotlight, you walk onto the stage, and now your kids are sitting in the audience, your wife and your very close relatives are sitting in the audience. Similarly, there are hundreds of other students from the same school or college or wherever it is, they all are sitting with their parents. And when you are introduced as a youth empowerment leader, how would they feel?
Leader doesn't suit that title.
Once again?
The term leader doesn't suit the title.
Good, excellent. So I want you to imagine that they are sitting right in front of you.
Okay, all right.
And I want to imagine there are hundreds of students of their own age, 7, 11, 12, etc., along with their parents, and they all have come to listen to you.
Okay.
Can you visualize that?
Yes.
Okay, now I want you to introduce yourself 5 times. Okay, number 1, you introduce yourself with your name, and number 2, you introduce yourself with the title, name and title. Each time you perform better and better and better and better. Is that okay?
Okay, okay.
With full power, because you said that you have gone for the Train the Trainers program, and now there is nobody here to eat you, because everyone are here to listen to you. And now you know that it's your kids also watching you, your family is watching you, and there are hundreds of kids watching you. With full power, with full authority as a leader, with completely clear voice, clarity, and clear vision, I want you to introduce 5 times. We are not going to break you. You'll be doing that 5 times in a row. Do the first time, take a break. Then the second time, again, you do take a break, bring in more energy, and then you keep on going for 5 times. Go ahead. Your time starts now.
I'll change it to trainer.
Once again.
I'm Jyoti Lal. I'm
Yes.
Jyoti Lal. I'm a youth empowerment trainer. Is that fine?
5 times. Don't ask me. Just go ahead. You're enjoying the stage.
I'm Jyoti Lal. I'm a youth empowerment trainer. I'm Jyoti Lal. I'm a youth empowerment trainer. I'm Jyoti Lal. I'm a youth empowerment trainer. I'm Jyoti Lal. I'm a youth empowerment trainer.
Good. You know one thing you did? You said youth empowerment trainer. You didn't say leader.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
So you want to be called as a trainer or as a leader?
Trainer.
Trainer. So you're happy with trainer?
Yes.
You're very much happy. Now, if I say youth empowerment leader, how much points would you give for that? And how much points would you give for youth empowerment trainer?
Definitely more for youth empowerment trainer.
Okay, good. How much points would you give for that?
I give 9.
You give 9. And what about youth empowerment leader? How much points would you give for that?
7.
Good, very good. So from today onwards, you are Jyoti Lal. You are a youth empowerment trainer from today onwards. You're not a writer come trainer. I don't want anyone to confuse. I want you to tell with clarity, with conviction, with proud, and with pride that I am Jyoti Lal. I'm a youth empowerment trainer. It's very clear. Everyone knows then who you are. You are a trainer. You are doing something to empower people, and your target group is youth.
Okay.
Did that bring any clarity into your life right now?
Yes, I'm now clear on that aspect, on my title and my destination.
Very good, excellent. Next time when we meet together, I can take you to how you can become that. Today I want one thing at a time. So that is very important, one thing at a time. And today I brought clarity because when you came here, you said that I don't know what to do. You said that I went for this training, you went for the Train the Trainer program, but still, I don't know what to do. Now you know what to do because you got your title now.
Okay, okay.
Do you feel okay now?
Okay.
And what is your level of happiness before you came in and now? What is your level of happiness?
Now it's 8 out of 10.
And how much was your clarity before you came in?
It was 2 or 3.
2 or 3. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, what I did right now is called coaching. What I did right now is the power of coaching. And that's exactly most of the leaders who are here right now. They're all coaches. They know how to coach. Very simple. You can do coaching at anywhere, even while you're flying. If you've got a passenger, co-passenger sitting near to you, you can coach them. Very simple as that. That's the power of coaching. You got it?
Okay.
So what are the lessons that you learned from this coaching? Just give me, you've got 60 seconds. Go ahead.
Initially, I was not clear about what my destination was. In fact, what my destination is. Then you got me to tell you how to make it clear. You want me to make it clear what my destination is, what I'm good at, what are my strengths, and then going inside. Then you wanted me to specifically say what I'm good at, what I'm good at, whether it's writing or not. Then how I want to be known as.
Yes.
Then you got me a title.
Yes.
In fact, you clarified it, whether how it should be.
Yeah.
And now that I have I've got a title, that Youth Empowerment Trainer.
Absolutely fantastic. Because when somebody is listening to you for the very first time, and when you say that you are a youth empowerment trainer, they know what is the segment. They know what is your niche. Okay, because if I were to be an entrepreneur, I know that this is not the person for me. So very important as an entrepreneur, as a leader, you should know that who is your target audience and who is not your target audience. Very important. So when you say I'm a youth empowerment trainer or a youth empowerment leader or a coach or whatever it is that you are identifying yourself, that means you're saying, these are my target audience. You don't go into the ocean to fish the entire ocean. Is it right? You don't go to the ocean to fish the entire ocean. Rather than that, this is the area which I want to fish and let me go there. Some people, they go to the deep ocean. Some people, they sit on the bank of the river with a hook and they get the fish from there. You got it? Because they like that type of fish. That's okay. There is nothing wrong in it, because there are some people, there are some coaches who like to be relaxed and to get coached. And there are some people who go to the target audience and then they get from there. This is called the cheetah and the crocodile. How many of you know about that? The cheetah and the crocodile. We always speak about that. This is how you target your audience. This is how you chase your audience. A cheetah is something that goes and chases its audience. It goes and chases and catches its prey. Whereas a crocodile has got an entirely different strategy. It sits there for the prey to come in. Is both correct? Both are correct. Because we need to know about your size. We need to know about your speed. We need to know about your tactics, your strength, your weakness, your power, your opportunity, and your threat. A crocodile can never jump, or it can never race like a cheetah. So therefore, it has been created in that way. Similarly, coaches, trainers, facilitators, leaders, you are being created that way. You have to use that. Do not copy a cheetah. You will kill yourself. Do not copy somebody one, because you'll kill yourself. Do not copy to be a John Maxwell. Do not copy to be a Farookh Sensei. Do not copy to be a Les Brown or Gandhi or anyone. They have got their own strategy. Do not copy them, but model them, modify it. Once again, we spoke about that today. Model them, modify it. Do not copy them.
Okay.
Okay. So similarly, if you have got a friend who's also a coach, who's also a youth empowerment trainer or a coach or a facilitator, do not copy him. Okay. Do not copy him. Why? Sometimes he might be faster than you. He might be faster than you. He has got a different approach. He has got a different marketing approach. He has got a different sales approach. He has got a different speaking approach. He might go on stage and he might speak in English. You might be speaking in English, but your target group could be entirely different. So people with the same title, people with the same target group, but how they hook the people depends upon your personality.
Okay.
Don't go and change your personality, because you are your personality. You are unique. That is your unique selling proposition or your unique selling point. So don't change that. Then you will find hundreds of people, but you will find only one Anish. Am I right? You'll find only one Anish. Is that correct? You will not find hundreds of Anish. You will not find even two Anish.
Okay.
You will not find more than one JK. JK, there could be GST people who are teaching GST. However, you'll find only one JK. and there's only one Jyoti. There's only one Jyoti Lal. So make yourself unique so that people will identify you. You need to identify what's your strength. You need to ask yourself, what is that I do differently from other coaches? What do I do differently from other trainers and facilitators and leaders? What is that one thing that I do? What is it people talk about me? What do they talk about my style? And then you need to work on your style. You need to polish your style. Rather than working on your weakness, you need to identify what's your strength, and you have to double and triple and quadruple your strength, not your weakness. Don't focus on your weakness, because once you identify what is your strength, and once you start focusing on strength, people will forget about your weakness completely, and you will be known for your strength. So therefore, you need to have a very clear vision. A vision is not a board that you write, or a vision is not a board that is written by somebody else. Vision is something that you need to tell to yourself, what is it I want to become? What is it I want to become? And the most important thing is that you will never become. You need to know that.
I didn't get you. Excuse me. I didn't get you.
You should be having a clear vision. You should be having a clear vision. You should be telling to yourself, what is that I want to become? Today, I know that I'm a youth empowerment trainer. Good. That is for today. That is for today. That's not for tomorrow. But tomorrow, what should I do? What should I become? What is that I want to become? What is that I want to have? What is that I want to do? What is that I want to become? What is that I want to learn to become? What is that I will need to stop to become? What is that I need to change in order to become? What is that I want to invest in order to become? Becoming is important. Gandhi said, if you want to see change, you have to become the change. You can't, the action is important, not the knowledge. You might be getting knowledge. The best of the best teacher when it comes to knowledge is Google. The best of the best teacher in the world is YouTube. You get information. You must take the information, you must convert that information into data, and the data or information must be converted into knowledge. Then it must be converted into insight. The insight must be converted into wisdom. People should come to you not for knowledge, not for information, because you mentioned at the beginning, I want to share my information. Wrong.
Okay.
People, they don't have to come to Jyotilal, they don't have to come to JK or Anish or to Farookh Sensei for information. They can just go and Google it.
All right.
When people come to you, you're not talking the story of somebody else, which is there on Google or which is available in the search engine. You are sharing your own story because you're a leader in that. Your personal story, everything, understand your story matters. Yes. So it is, so keeping that in mind, you now know who you are. Now you have to identify your destination. Once your designation has been identified, you need to know what is your destination. Destination is your vision. But you need to know one more thing. You will never reach your destination. Wow. This is most of the leaders, they don't teach you that. But let me teach you one thing. And this is for everyone who's here from different parts of the world. You will never reach your vision. And that is a truth. That is a truth. The day you reach your vision, you will fail. Again, that's a shock. That's a shock for everyone. The day you reach your vision, you will fail. Now, I want you to understand that since I have not switched on my camera, but I want you to focus. I want you to imagine. A goal is different from a vision. A goal is different from a vision. A goal is achievable. A goal is achievable. It has to be SMART. We always say it has to be specific. It has to be measurable. It has to be achievable, attainable, actionable. It has to be SMAR. It has to be relevant. It has to be realistic, and it has to be time bound. Okay, I use different definitions here. Okay, I use different definitions. You can either say specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. You can use different acronyms and all those things. You can achieve a goal. You can achieve a goal, but you cannot achieve a vision. I'm going to explain that. I got only 5 minutes more. So in this 5 minutes, I'm going to explain that. Okay. You can say that I want to achieve my goal by the 5th of Jan 2022. Achievable. Achievable. Yes. A vision is something, the closer you go to the vision must. It's not should. I didn't use the word should. Your vision must run away from you. Only then you grow. Only then you grow.
Okay.
Meaning, you ask those companies which have been here for more than 100 years. For example, if you take XYZ company, it started 1825. Do you think that the person who created that company in 1825 is still alive? A person who was born in 1825, who created a company, who came up with the company in 1825, do you believe that the person is still alive? It could be anyone. I'll just give you an example. The answer is absolutely no. The maximum a person could live is for 70 years, 80 years, 90 years, 100 years, let's say 125 years. And do you think that his brain would be working at the age of 125? The answer is no. So you are clear. When you come up with a vision, you're very clear that this is my vision and this is what my company has to grow. At a later stage, you have to get off the company. At a later stage, you have to get off the train, the vehicle that you are running. Your business is the vehicle. You are just a driver in the vehicle. You change the driver, you put another driver, you get out of the train. The train has to still run. One day you will go, but the train will still go. Do you agree? How many of you agree? Raise your hands, please. You will get out of the train has to move, the vehicle has to move, the ship has to move. You get out from that and let it go. It's just like a business is like a baby. At the beginning, you have to be with the baby. You have to brush the baby, you have to feed the baby. Then you take the baby to the school, then you keep a gap with the baby. Then the baby starts growing up. He goes to college, he goes to university, then he gets married. You don't stick on with your baby. He's no more a baby because the baby has now become a father himself. You have to move, you have to detach. Do not attach yourself with the business. If you attach with the business, you're doing the biggest mistake. You have to detach yourself from the business. Similarly, you have to detach yourself from the vision, but you should be able to share the vision with your team so that they know where to take the vision. How many of you got to share? Raise your hands, please. You must share the vision with your team so that the team knows where to take it. It's just like a relay. It's just like a relay. The relay, you get the stick or you get the I don't know what you call that, and you get it, you catch it, you run with it. You change it. Similarly, you have to change the key and the responsibility of your growth. You change it to somebody else. Now, the vision that the person, anyone who came up with a vision in 1825, by now, the vision might have completely changed. It's no more the vision. They might have achieved the vision after 25 years. Maybe in 1850, they achieved the vision. Now the new leader may come in, or it could be the same leader coming with a new vision, then a new vision, then a new vision. That is how the company grows. Goal can be achieved, but the vision must never be achieved. When you achieve the vision, you must come up with a new vision. If you don't come up with a new vision, you start dying the day you achieve your vision. How many of you got it? So Jyoti Lal, you're here for the very first time, and thank you, JK, for bringing in Jyoti Lal, and thank you very much. I believe that I was able to add a little value to your life. Okay, so thanks a lot. Amir Rashid has written a lot of things here. Thank you, Ami, for typing everything in the chat. Okay, so I'll give you 5 minutes, then I'll close down. Okay, so
hi, Sensei.
Hello. Hi, Anish.
Thank you so much for this wonderful coaching for the Jyoti Lal. Jyoti Lal is a wonderful trainer.
Oh, really? Yeah, he just introduced himself as a trainer. I have no idea who is he. I have no clue. I don't know how did he come. Was it? Yeah, I think it
once
was.
He came for the recharge program.
Oh, really? Okay, okay.
Yeah, in the Zoom itself.
Oh, really? Okay, because
yeah,
I don't remember. I don't remember faces. That's the reason. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, maybe. And since I have one more person to introduce, his name is CSM Kumar. Actually, he was my teacher. He taught me in my college.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you
Kumar,
very much
sir,
for coming.
Introduce yourself.
So I am a retired polytechnic teacher, and I retired in 2018.
Okay.
And when I was working in Pala Government Polytechnic, Anish Mohan was my student.
Wow.
And in addition to this polytechnic teacher, I am doing my own projects to how to think and how to study or how to be a good man using intelligence or brain.
Wow.
In that area, I am working. I am doing my own research work, a small research work, and moreover that I have some projects. So some of the episodes are running in Victor's channel. I encourage with the Shastra Chinta, So this is my few backgrounds.
Wow,
Thank you.
that is absolutely amazing. We have a lot of things to learn from you.
So,
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Pala is very close to my heart. Pala is a place where I started my martial arts many years back.
May I know who is you are from? Where which area of the?
Pala, no, I'm not from Pala, but I used to go and learn in Pala. My teacher used to come from Sri Lanka.
Okay.
His name is Bonnie Roberts. So he used to come to Pala, and I used to go to Pala to learn my martial arts many years back. I'm talking about 30 years back.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Sensei
quick
Kumar
questions?
sir is a different person. Always he's focusing on the practical side rather than the theoretical side. And he want to become a different trainer. And today he said that he's planning to create a designation. And I suggest you can have a coaching with Sensei, and you can finalize the designation there.
Maybe next week we can do for sure. Okay, because we are run out of time, 1 minute late. However, today Jyotilal was the lucky one to identify his designation. So that definitely that's going to help. We can sit next week.
Thank you, Sensei, for your time.
Thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, all the leaders. Thank you very much for taking your time and being here. And definitely we'll see next week, Thursday at 7:30 Indian Standard Time. I'll be posting this on YouTube, so you can definitely watch this on YouTube. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sensei.
Thank you and good night. Thank you.
Thank you, Sensei.
Thank you
Thank you so much.
very much.
Thank you.